Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Jazz and today we're going to be cash stuffing my paycheck of $815. I do want to point out that these three sections are not going to be in cash, as my bills or my fixed expenses just go straight to my checking. I did decide to get my nails done. This is tip included, so I already paid for that. And then birthdays I did already spend because we bought a gift card, so I just paid for that outright instead of taking it out in cash and then just paying for it. So we're going to be focusing on these categories right here with my cash tray. And also I think, oh yeah, grocery list is not for groceries but our savings challenge book, which we are going to do $230. Since my paycheck was on the lower end, we're going to aim and we're going to make our cards work for us so we get $230. So I haven't picked out the cards, but I picked the amount. So let's go ahead and get started with my wallet. I'm super excited to be going back to cash. It is going to be a struggle, but just because of the struggle doesn't mean like I'm not going to do it. So gas is going to get 140. This binder is definitely not broken in. So let's see. Okay. I already separated the cash to make it a little bit easier so I'm not miscounting or anything. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, and 140. Oops, sorry. There's that. Miscellaneous is anything that I need to buy, like beauty product wise or anything around the house, and that is getting $40, which I put, where did I put it? Right here. So 20 and 40. I obviously did not put it in the right order, but bear with me. Okay, next up is fun, which is $50, which I did decrease by half. Because like I said, my paycheck was a little bit lower and I wanted to throw more at savings. Luckily, my boyfriend also does pay for me on occasions. So I'm not all too worried about this. I just have to be more mindful of when I go out, like maybe eat beforehand so I'm not spending too much, or maybe just going for the vibes and not essentially like spending money to have fun. So this little envelope without a like name tag is my tipping envelope. I usually put $10 a week. 8 of those dollars went into nails, and I just didn't want to stuff $2 because it was going to mess up my number since kind of everything is like rounded out. So these are the $2 that remain from my previous check, and those are just going to stay here until I use them. So that completes our wallet. I don't think that's going to stand on its own, so I'm just going to place it to the side. Next up is our sinking funds and like savings challenges, and first up is going to be Christmas. I do have this savings tracker for $600 that I am using, and today we are putting $10, which completes this row of reindeer. Okay, so we are adding $10. This is one of the categories that I did already have in cash. If it wants to come out. Okay, let me fix this up real quick. Yeah, so I did have it in cash already. I didn't want to take out all of it in cash, so we have $100, $200 in the bank. So we have 100, 200, 220, 240, 250, 255, and 260 total now towards our $600 goal. And if I do make it to the next 100, I'll just go ahead and deposit it and get another prop bill. So I'm not having too much cash on hand. Okay, next up is card tags, another one of those categories that I already had in the bank. So we had 40 in the bank, and I'm going to use this tracker. Each beach ball is worth $5, and we have this in one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and $5. So a total of $45 in there. This tracker is only going to represent the money that we are putting in as of now, so those $40 will not be represented here. And let's go ahead and check that off. My tags are going to be for 2027, so I have a pretty long ways to go. That's why I'm only doing $5 increments. Okay. Personal is going to be getting nothing, but I do want to show you guys the little tracker I have in there. It is from Budget with Amanda, and it's Gingy from Shrek, and we have $25 in there. This is going to be my envelope to help me save to buy some docs, because I really want some docs. But that's not a priority right now, so we're gonna go ahead and skip it for this time around. Cart maintenance is gonna get $80. And in the bank, this gold one represents $1,000. And I kind of want to save that for like bigger car repairs. What I'm saving for in cash is going to be like oil changes and like the smaller stuff. And I do need to go get my oil change pretty soon. So I just decided to give myself 80. So 20, 40, 60, and $80 going in there. Like I said, this is going to go probably within like the next week. And same thing with this. Once we like reach 100, we'll go ahead and deposit it. But since it's for like smaller stuff, I don't think I'll be doing too many deposits. Nursing is going to be coming later, as well as savings. Right now, my main goal is to finish my grocery challenge box. And yeah, we'll work on that. Once we finish that, I'll go ahead and start focusing on like individual envelopes. So next up is my grocery challenge. And this is mainly going to be used for nursing, like for my nursing category, and savings. Like I do have my $6,000 emergency fund. It's just going to be like small savings to like compound over the months. So we have $230 to work with, which is all right here. I just realized we probably don't have the denominations to stuff this like per category. So I might just end up pulling the cards and then moving some money around afterwards off camera. But let's go ahead and get started, and let's put 230 on the calculator and let's start subtracting. Okay, I hope you can see that. Let's move this. Okay, so first card we are pulling is pear, which is in the produce section for 20. Slice of bread. So let's go ahead and subtract the 40, and that's going to be 10. You have 160 left. Pieces of salmon is worth 30. Broccoli. So let's subtract the 50, which is the extra. Broccoli is in produce, which is another 50. And we have 30. Okay, let's risk it. Hopefully if we get a card worth 30, or I can just intentionally look. Honestly, I'm just gonna go ahead and look for a card that's worth 30. Oh, so this is 10. Let's see. This is not gonna help us. Let's see, cereal is worth 50. No. How much did I say? 30. Pizza is worth 40. Cupcake, we can do that. Okay, so sorry, we cheated there a little bit. So the cupcake is worth 20, and then back up to produce, grapes is worth 10. So that zeroes out our $230 budget. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just put these cards to a side, and then I will probably go ahead and cash stuff this on the side. But you know what, let's go ahead and figure out to see if we can. Let me organize them. I think it goes a lot of produce. Okay, so in this section we have 50 plus 20 is 70. 20, 40, 60, 65, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 70. Let's go ahead and cross those off. Okay, in bakery we now have 20, 40, 60, 20, 40, 60, I messed that up. Okay, 20, 40, 60, 81, 120, 130, 135, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 140 in bakery. Okay, we can go ahead and discard these cards right here. Next up is our produce section. And let's go ahead and give this a count. So broccoli is worth 50 plus another 50 is 100. Pear is worth 20. Grapes is worth 10. Okay, something went wrong. So 10 plus 20 plus 100 is 130. Let's see if we have that. We do not. Let's see if I can make some change. Is there 2 10s here? There's 1 10. 2 10s in dairy, maybe? Hopefully? No, just 1. We just counted bakery and I already forgot. Yes. So 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and $20. And this is the reality of not getting the nominations. This money came from the ATM, so I'm just making it work. So let's go ahead and flip back to produce, and we need 130. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 120, and 130. Sorry, I hit my tripod. And in produce, we now have a total of, let's see. Okay, we have 50, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220, 240, 260, and 270. Wow, that's a good bit in there. Okay, and lastly, this should equal $30. So yep, you have 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and $30 going into our meat section, and we have 100, so we have $130 in our meat section. We made it work. I don't think I crossed this off. I don't know if I did produce either. I already forgot. I did not. Okay, let's go ahead and do that so we can wrap up the video. So we had gotten grapes, broccoli, and the pear. All right, hopefully that dried. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. I know it was a bit chaotic, but I'm super excited to be doing cash again, and I hope to catch you next time. Bye.